Dad was involved in the Wheat League as second vice president in 1980, and I was 82 when he was president. And I was in college at that time, and he would come down to Corvallis and go to meetings or whatever, and he invited me to go to the meetings with like Dean Brisky or to the LaSalle Center for some convention, and I got to meet a lot of the wheat breeders, and I was very interested in that, and I always wanted to be involved in Oregon wheat. And there are so many rules and regulations that come through the state or the federal government that affects farming, we have to be aware of. And so it's been a great opportunity for me to be involved in Oregon wheat.
So I think being part of the industry is super important. One thing about ag is I think it's misunderstood by a lot of people. And so if we can get a message out and if we can get people to understand it, that's what we need to do. For me, that's a passion. That's what drives me in ag, is making sure that people understand it. And so part of that means you're part of commodity groups. That includes being a member of the Oregon Wheat Growers League and different other commodity groups that we have around here.
I was on the Oregon Wheat Growers League board. Being part of that, it really opened my eyes to see exactly what the league did, what the commission does, and how important that is to our industry, getting the word out there on what exactly we're doing out here. But the advocacy back in DC, the advocacy in Salem, if you don't have somebody there like the Oregon Wheat Growers League working on that, your voice isn't going to be heard and you're going to be forgotten about. And I can't say enough about what the league's done in the past and what they're doing now, and what the commission's doing, because it's definitely a valuable part of our industry.
The league is there looking out for us year-round. But I do sit on the liaison committee for both the Pendleton and the Morrow Station, and get to those as much as I can. Wheat industry support of research at those stations, because our environment here in the Pacific Northwest is fairly unique. To have local research being done in a rainfall environment, is super important.
I would say the Oregon Wheat League probably has the best lobbyists for the farmers in the state of Oregon. But as I've sat through board meetings, I've sat through a lot of different conference calls and Zoom meetings, and as we've had time to read the emails and talk about the information, and actually going to Salem and visiting with the senators and representatives, you don't see the kind of impact that Wheat League has without a year in and year out, boots on the ground type of relationship. And I don't think it would be overstated the value that we're getting for our membership.